Welcome to the GoodForm preview of the Kilmore Cup card on Saturday night. Wonderful program, particularly the feature race, Baker, with Beautide coming over, the Tassie Terror, two-time Inter-Dominion champion. Takes on a great field, Messini, Ohoka Punter and Yankee Rockstar among his major rivals. But we'll start at the start of the quaddie with the Trotters Cup. Claudie's Princess, I think we've got slightly differing opinions on just how good she is, but I think this is a right race for her. 3,150 metres, 20-metre handicap's in position, but is she just too good?
I think so. She's won me over this preparation. I wasn't sure at the start of the preparation whether she would measure up, but we saw her behind Monbay in that Australasian Trotting Championship under similar conditions. Yes, she has a 20-metre mark, but she was very good in the Great Southern Star Heat without a lot of luck. I think she's a genuine A-grader. I think she's just better than them. So, for me personally, I'd be going one out in the quaddie with her.
Just to clarify, so she's an A-grader.
Yep.
Can you see her at some stage in the next 12, 18 months beating horses like Speeding Spur, Monbay, Keystone Dell, Glenferrie Typhoon?
Absolutely. She went very close to beating Monbay in the Australasian Trotting Championships, and I have no doubt with the right run she's as good as them and could easily pinch a race of that nature.
Well, I think you're taking a little bit far to suggest she went very close to beating Monbay in that Trotting Championship final. I think he had her covered, but she's a very, very good mare. Been wonderful, just terrific for connections right from her earliest days. Dominant through races against her own age and gender. She's now been thrown against the big boys, and I think she's very close to the best ones. I don't think she'll ever be able to beat those real absolute top liners, but this is the right race for her. And the great thing about 3,150 metres of standing start conditions, the best horse will win. She is the best horse in the race. The price is relatively short, around $1.90, but I think that's probably pretty close to right. Son of Anarchy was extraordinary in the heat of the Great Southern Star. I don't think anybody thought he could be that good, although he has made dramatic improvement across the last 12 months. Outside of them, it's anybody's race for sort of third and fourth, and if you're playing wider multiples. Michael Thomas has been racing well. Action Cosmos is a really quick beginner from the Strands. And then even Unico Pegasus, who's got a great record over long trips from the stand. So be wary playing wide multiple wagers in the Kilmore Trotters Cup at Group 3 level. The next race we're going to analyse is the Doug's Bakery Pace, the second leg of the quaddie here. Really good race. The culture's just been flying at the moment. We know how good he is over a mile, but he almost always finds the front in those races. Drawn the second line, is he vulnerable?
I think he is. I found it a really tough race to assess because there are a lot of winning chances here. The culture, if he was drawn the front row, yes, he would probably lead, and yes, he would probably win. Should he win from the second row? Yes. Would I be backing him? No, I couldn't. I thought Lovelist was the one at odds that I'd be happy to back. She was terrific first up from a break. She hunted down Queen's Advocate like she really wanted to win. She took good improvement from that when she had no luck behind Steam Washed at a later start. And if she does get the speed on early and she gets a card in off a good horse's back, I could see her going straight past them. So for me, I'd be backing her each way in the second leg of the quaddie.
We spoke about $10. I only marked her $6,
yeah.
So I'm not giving you too big overs. I'm not with Lovelist. I think she's going to need too many things to go right from wide on the front line there. I am going with the culture. I do concede the fact that the second line drawer, he's going to be out of his comfort zone, but he's such a good miler. I think they can take off really early with him, and he's just got sustained speed. So I think he'll be too good for his rivals here. But there's a couple I'd want to be throwing in to save a quaddies at least. 6, Stunning Grin, who's a brilliant beginner. I think if it finds the front, it'll be a tough nut to crack. And probably the one I want to back each way is Millie Perez if we're getting a price maybe $5.50 or $6 because she's just trending in the right direction. Her last start performance was sensational. She's ready to win. She's got the draw. It's just whether she can use it enough and stay behind the leader and not get entombed on the pegs. Outside of them, wide open race. Liv Lavish is racing well. Chill Desire's got the tough draw. This is the big one, the Jet Roofing Kilmore Pacing Cup at Group 2 level. Back to the mobile start for the first time since 1979.
Correct.
Koala King.
Koala King won the 79 Cup under mobile conditions.
Year of my birth, 1979, so hopefully that's a good omen. As I mentioned, it's a terrific race. It's worked out really well for the club. Moved from October, of course, to March, and they've put together or assembled an extremely good field, headed off by Beautide here. He's, of course, the two-time Inter-Dominion champion. He's got to be the one to beat, but is he vulnerable?
He is, for me. He's a flat track bully. I know a lot of people won't like hearing that, and people will probably get very upset at me saying it, but his best business has been done at Menangle, and he really hasn't performed when he's left Menangle as well as he has at that track. So his record in Victoria, pretty poor. He's failed spectacularly on a couple of occasions. A Victoria Cup where he started close to favourite, drew well and was never even near them. Yes, he may have had excuses in the past, but I'm not sure he can just come here and win this at $1.75. I think Ohoka Punter will win the Kilmore Cup. He's in red hot form. He was terrific at Shepparton and won the Pure Steel like a very good horse and only just got nutted by Smolder in the Hunter Cup. So I'm with Ohoka Punter pretty confidently that he will be the horse to beat. And I think Presidential Secret, I know I have a bit of a love for him, but he's drawn the peg line. He may end up 3 pegs, and I could easily see him running a place. So yes, you have to include Beautide in your quaddies. He's your odds-on poppy. He should be winning, but for me, I'm really happy to play against him.
I'm going to be a scaredy cat from Ballarat and go with Beautide, even though I agree with almost everything you've said. So this is his opportunity here, and he'll have many opportunities, hopefully, over the next 12 months to prove that he's not that flat track bully, that he's not just a Menangle specialist, that he can win these big races away from New South Wales soil. So he gets a big opportunity tonight. I hope he's forced to sit parked because basically then we'll find out how good he is. If they gift him the front, well, it is his race to lose. I don't think they can run him down. Ohoka Punter does look your major danger, as we mentioned. So good since emigrating over to Victoria, and wonderful in the Hunter Cup, finishing second to Smolder, who's gone on to just be a killing machine ever since. So I don't think there's that much between Smolder and Beautide. So anybody jumping into the $1.75 about Beautide, best of luck to you, but I think it's too short for me. And the other two key runners are, of course, Messini and Yankee Rockstar. Messini draws well, but just seems half a shade below them at the moment. Yankee Rockstar draws poorly. He'll need a lot of luck. The final race is a quaddie we'll get through pretty quickly here. It's the Hanson Clenning Vic Bred Pace. Pretty tough race, actually, on paper. I think Vinny Chase is probably the one to beat, but there's probably 4 or 5 winning hopes.
Yeah, really tough race. I was keenest just to back Glory Days trying to play. She's drawn perfectly. She's racing well enough, and if she does get that gun run behind the leader, I'd be happy to be on her each way.
I'm going to go with Vinny Chase, but as I mentioned, there's a few others in here. Glory Days loves the pole marking draw. Will probably hand up in transit, and at least run a place from there. So it could be an anchor even to roll through your trifectas, or a rover, I should suggest. Tashir is also a really nice horse. He's a tricky horse to follow, but he's got plenty of ability. And Intergalactic, I liked him first up. He was good, but I don't think he trialled previous, so maybe that with that run behind his belt, we'll get to see him get back to his very best form. All right, good luck with all your investments at Kilmore, and we should mention the great tip-off, because I forgot to put my tips in last week, and it's a trap you don't want to fall into.
Poor form.
How did you go?
Yeah, just ticking along nicely. I didn't have a great week, but the attrition rate is starting to happen. I'll creep up closer and closer to the top of the leaderboard.
Well, hopefully we can bounce back with a few winners at Kilmore. Thanks for joining us, and good punting.